The strategy adopted by the US to fight the Islamic State group in the Syrian city of Aleppo might be working in favour of other jihadist groups. That's according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights. The al-Qaeda-linked Nusra Front is among the rebel groups that have been taking on IS fighters in Aleppo. Here to tell us more is Wassim Nasr, France 24's expert on jihadi movements. Wassim, is that really the case that the US strategy is actually benefiting al-Nusra?
I guess that the US is very pragmatic in its strategies in Syria. And to be clear, we are talking about the region of Aleppo. It's eastern of Aleppo, not the city itself. So today, the US saw that the Islamic State launched an offensive a few days ago, and it was advancing towards one of the most important passages with Turkey. A passage which is held by Syrian rebels and Islamist groups. So today, if the states decided to hit the Islamic State to avoid it from approaching more and more from Azaz, it's because it doesn't want to take this border crossing. That's all. We cannot imagine 1 second that the United States is deciding to help Al-Qaeda in Syria, especially when we know that at the beginning, the first strikes of the coalition in Syria were against the Nusra Front and not against the Islamic State, especially when we see that all the leaders of Al-Qaeda in Yemen were killed through drones, through drone US attacks, and which is like opening a path in Yemen for the Islamic State. So I guess that these states are very pragmatic. They are treating al-Nusra and the Islamic State as terror groups, and they are hitting them as terror groups. But today, regarding this battle, I guess that the states were thinking more about the border crossing than about helping one faction or another.
So that's what it was about. That's why they targeted Aleppo, or the
Exactly.
Aleppo area.
That's why they are trying to stop the advances of the Islamic State in the region of Aleppo. They didn't do the same in Palmyra. They didn't do the same in other regions. But because this region is really strategic, and if the Islamic State gets a hold of this passage, it will leave only one cross border for the other rebel groups with Turkey.
Okay, thank you very much for clearing that up for us, Wassim.